Hello and welcome to the Sports Center YouTube channel. Me and Carl are here today talking about pretty much the only thing in the sports world there is to talk about, I reckon, Carl.
Yeah, it's a surprising one, is this one?
It literally come out of left field, hasn't it? Mr. David Coote. Have we got to say allegedly at the moment? I think he's so I heard that he denied that it was him, and then an hour later he'd come out and said it was him, but he couldn't remember saying it.
Well, you can see in the video, if you hopefully majority of you are seeing this, if not everyone's seen the video, you can tell he's blatantly intoxicated. He's had a drink, him and his mate.
I think he's had a bit more than a drink, if I'm honest.
Well, he's not compos mentis, is he? Let's put it that way.
No.
But what's your thoughts on it? I mean, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, you're going to be very protective. But what's your actual thoughts on it? If you try and stick a neutral head on it.
From a neutral point of view, I mean, it's still. I suppose it is difficult for me to put a neutral spin on it because obviously, I'm a red arner, but given my best attempt to do it, I still think it's quite worrying that the fact that the standard of referees in the league on a whole, I think, is poor. It's safe to
I agree.
say.
Yeah.
And then for some of the referees to come out, well, I say for a referee of this caliber, the Premier League is supposed to be top of your game, to almost have a biased opinion. And I think what made it worse as well, and I don't know how true some of these are, but I've seen some of the decisions that he's been in charge of the VAR that haven't gone, obviously, towards Liverpool. And two of them that sprung out were, do you remember a couple of years ago,
I'm rubbish at remembering stuff like this, mate.
well, there were a Rodri handball. Everton were playing City. I think City were 1-0 up. And Rodri, clear as day. I tell you what, if I could probably even show you a still, Carl.
Well, while you're doing that, let me oh, go on. Yeah.
He didn't give that as a penalty. Do you know what I mean? And then I think one of the other ones was Martin Odegaard at Anfield last season, albeit he kind of lost his balance, but he fell on the ball and he stopped the ball dead with his hand. Didn't get a penalty. And it's like, look, I ain't crying about it, like it is what it is, but when those things kind of like come back and you're like,
Yeah,
what?
but I bet you didn't think of it at the time. And it's easy to put two and two together when you think when something like this has come out. But
Yeah, of course.
I'm obviously very neutral in this. What he's done is very irresponsible in the fact that he's let someone evidently film him, to make a second video afterwards and say that video can't get out.
Video can't go anywhere. What an
What a
absolute
fucking idiot.
plonker.
Instead of just getting whoever's filmed it, getting that phone off him and deleting that video. That's what he should have done. But before that even happened, there's no way you're filming me talking about a team in a derogatory way or a favourable way, any sort of way, really.
Yeah.
But I don't really see the issue here, to be honest. I genuinely don't. I don't see a big issue. There's not a massive deal with this for me. I just don't get it. All he said is that Jurgen Klopp's a cunt, right?
Did he say all Scouts are the cunts as well?
Yeah, well, they are. Well, they are, aren't they?
Should have.
No, I work with some Scouts. I said, no, but I don't see a big deal. I genuinely don't. I think he's obviously had a set two with Klopp at some point.
Yeah.
They don't get on. So what? There's loads of people that you don't get on with, and loads of people call each other cunts or arseholes or whatever it is. It's just so happens that he's in a position which he shouldn't be doing, or shouldn't be getting filmed. I don't see why he should be getting suspended for it.
It just puts the credibility of some of his decisions in jeopardy, doesn't it?
Well, I've been watching Sky Sports News a little bit when I got on today,
Yeah.
and Dermot Gallagher, we're talking through some of his decisions, especially just over the last game with Villa.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the obvious one where Nunes is for his goal when Salah's running through, and
It was like
things like this.
It's a blatant foul.
So then you're thinking, hang on, is there something in this? But then the next 2, 3, 4 clips that Gallagher show, are for penalties that Villa should have got, and they didn't. So if there was a bias in there, why wouldn't he have given? Why wouldn't he have given them if it was against Liverpool? So I'm not buying into all this bias stuff, and I know full well, not just to cause an argument or anything, but I understand why Liverpool fans will think that because they will be reading even more into it. I think now.
I mean, I don't think from people, not that I've verbally spoke to, but like from WhatsApp groups and stuff like that, I don't think people are kind of like really, really pissed off about it. They're more probably just thinking,
Well,
like
there
we
you go.
started, what a fucking idiot! Like
Yeah.
your career's cooked now, mate. Like you're done.
Well, you've just answered the question for me there. Then
What?
you've just made the point. Are they that bothered? If it's not that bothered, then it's obviously not that big a deal.
No, but I think a case of from a personal point of view, probably not that bothered because at the end of the day, all the things. I think this video were what is it about? Fucking, it was COVID times, wasn't it? I think when it were or just
Well,
after.
yeah, 'cause they were talking about masks and stuff, weren't they?
So you know what I mean? We're going back 4 years, 3, 4 years. So
Well,
yeah, do you know what I mean? A lot happens in that space of time, doesn't it? So it's like you can't sit and just think, oh well, it's not one of them things that you're going to be able to change. Like I don't know, like a wrong hearing in court and stuff like that. You can go about that in ways and means, to change it. But you can't do anything about this. He's made those decisions, rightly or wrongly. The PGMOL have stuck with him or whatever, so therefore it's done. You can't do anything about it. But I think it just sparks more the fact, probably just the shit standard of refereeing in this country at the moment. It seems to be getting worse. I don't think it helps that Howard Webb comes and does this fucking show with Michael Owen. And it's like, oh, we got that one wrong. We'll take that one on chin. We got that one wrong. We're like, I was about to stop coming out every fucking Monday and saying you got that one wrong and maybe teach the fucking guys to get them right.
yeah, or put a system in place to make it easier for them to make a
Yeah,
decision. The correct decision. Because the system at the minute's dog shit.
it
You know,
is. It's
we
terrible.
spoke a while ago about the some of the decisions. Where they were getting this automated or semi-automated offsides, which was
Mm.
coming in halfway through a season. That's a fucking joke. That still ain't coming yet.
And it's in Champions League. It's like, what are you waiting for? What the fuck are you doing? It's
It's
there.
it's there.
It's not like you don't have to. You're not building it. You're not building a software. It literally exists. All you've got to do is put it in place.
Implement it. Yeah, it
Uh,
just shows that it's as though they try and do things instead of trying to just make things easier for everybody. It's as though they've got to make something a bit more complicated, a bit more hard, and in effect embarrass the referees that we've got because they are dog shit, but they look even worse because they're not being helped by the power that be, as in Howard Webb and co. So, but
this is a completely mad one. But before we shut off, I'm going to say this. I've thought this for a while. I think the refs are. This is a wild thought. I think they're going like for trying to get like a Netflix series or something. Honestly, I do. I really think that they're
well, like a
trying to.
behind, like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
all or nothing thing.
yeah. Honestly, I really, really do because people will watch it. I'd watch it. I'm like, what do these guys talk about? Like when they're making these decisions, what do they actually talk about? And it'd be interesting to watch and see. And I honestly think that I don't know, mate, I could be completely like
I
off
think
it.
I agree. It would be interesting to watch, but with them being so defensive and and completely shutting down the fact of us listening into their conversations
Yeah.
live, I think the if they won't allow that, I can't imagine them allowing like an all or nothing style show. But it
Money,
would be interesting. It'd be good.
money talks, though, doesn't it, Carl?
Well, it does, but
We all
they
know
get
what
even more found
fucking.
out, won't they?
Well, yeah, but I think kind of coming full circle back to the whole thing that's happened today with David Coote. I think it just makes you question the refs even more. I think that's the thing. It's like you and me and Joe Blogs down the street sometimes can see some of these decisions. Look, they're not going to get. They're still human beings. We all know some of the decisions are down to interpretation, and then
Yeah,
you might say that's a red. I might say, ooh, bit of a amber one. You know what I mean? It went in the middle, not a
yeah,
red. Those decisions, that's fine. But some of the stuff that they're getting wrong on a consistent basis are just like slap you in your face, obvious.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
And I think that more than anything bring from the back of this video today. I think that for me is what kind of comes to the surface more. That are these guys competent enough to do their job properly? Because I don't know what the refs get paid, but they're in a fucking what £1 billion industry, multi-billion-pound probably,
Mhm.
and some of their decisions are could cost clubs millions.
Well, that's the thing, and it's that's why I think it's been highlighted a hell of a lot more because there's a hell of a lot more money in the game.
Yeah,
You know, it is costing these poor decisions are costing clubs
yeah.
millions, and that's why I think it's highlighted a lot more. I genuinely do believe that
No,
because these decisions were still being made 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. I just don't think they were as highlighted as much as what they are now because
no, they won't bother because
the consequences weren't as severe.
yeah, obviously the Premier League's grown, football's grown. It just grows every single year. More eyes are on it. Everyone wants a piece of it. You know, you've got all these bloody investment companies from here, there, and everywhere wanting to buy into the Premier League. It's the biggest, probably the biggest product in the world, maybe arguably.
Maybe so. I don't know. But yeah,
But,
there's some serious brass in there.
but anyway, I think
So what would you say? Would you say that's him actually done now? Career
yeah,
over?
I think you have to be because you're questioning his integrity, aren't you? And that's one thing as a referee that ultimately
But
you should
something.
swear by that you know your integrity, regardless of whoever you support, you
Well,
should
I was just going to say
call it
that
down the
because
middle.
something happened. Was it last season where someone was speaking about ref? Were they indirectly refing a team that they supported? Also, I can't think who it was. So, for argument's sake, Liverpool playing Newcastle, and there was refing a Man City game, even though and Liverpool needed to win, so they made sure that you know
Right.
there was something like, and they were in. I can't remember what referee it was,
It must be
but they
so
were.
tough that though, because you imagine what you're going to do for like 50% of ref sport, Man U or Liverpool or Newcastle. Is how do you divvy them around?
It's true. It's true. But you just need your Mike Deans, don't you? Like a Sport Tranmere, in Prem.
Yeah, but
I
yeah, I think yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
think he's done. He's not the best of refs anyway, so it's no loss, is it?
No, but I think other clubs would, you know, I think there'll be a lot of other clubs that'll probably question his integrity now. Like, oh, you know, we don't want him. We don't want him. Like, it's and that I just think as well for his own sake, he'd get so much shit. I think
Can
I
you
think
imagine chance?
if he refs Liverpool again,
Oh man.
not mate, I don't even think the guy will go to Liverpool. Never mind ref him. Fair dues. Right, so mate, let us know, guys, in the comments. What do you think? Is he done? Would you have him reffing? Maybe not even in the Premier League. Would you have him reffing at all? Do you think he deserves? Is it a second chance? I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later.